Extra Point with Jim Thunderbird and head coach Grant Redhead.
Hey, welcome into the Extra Point. I'm Jim Thunderbird, brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Coach, boy, that had to be a tough one Friday night to lose to a team like Fairview.
I'm still not over it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had stressed that since the first day, and that you do not lose to Fairview. And I think what it came down to is those boys wanted to win more than our boys did, and dropping passes, missing blocks, the effort scale, things like that. Not saying they're bad kids, but we got to want to win.
Yeah.
And we had 300, and I think it was 368 on offense. We moved the ball up and down the field, but we got tired. We got mentally weak. Then we started making mistakes, cost us first downs and touchdowns.
Yeah. Did you see anything on tape at all that was encouraging out of that ball game?
I saw Zach Nobis just play his heart out. Stood in the pocket. He got hit several times. O-line, we didn't have the best protection. We were letting guys in on him. Also, he ran the ball very well. So we were pleased with that. Offensively, defensively, Matt Harreld's been playing strong. They double teamed him a lot of the night, but we couldn't get pressure from anywhere else.
Right.
So when they double team one, we got to be able to bring it from somewhere else, and those kids got to be able to make those sacks. 4th and 13, had an outside linebacker safety that was supposed to cover the flat, supposed to cover the guy. He decided to go get the quarterback. That's not his job. They dump it right over his head. First down, then they score.
Yeah.
So all their scores came off of blown assignments that we've been harping on. And like I said, we're going to keep harping on them. We got to fix them. Hopefully if the first and the second and the 10th and the 56th time we tell them they don't do it right, and then the 57th they do, well, because there's only so many guys that can go in. There's only so many on the roster.
Yeah.
And we got to fix what we have.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, I can tell you, Fairview was up for the game. Their crowd was up for the game. Their kids obviously were up for the game. And you know what? I'll tell you, they do have a good football program. They've got some athletes over there. A couple of those kids could play anywhere around our area at this point in time. So when one team does come in focused and thinking, here comes the big bad boys from Bryan into town, and then they take on the challenge, that's kind of what you get if your guys don't show up.
Well, and we had, like I said, I stressed that from day one of practice. You do not lose to Fairview. This is a rival. You have to do it. And we were all right in the first half, but we were only up 6-0. There was no reason to relax. And, we stayed on the kids. We come on, let's go. We made some slight adjustments in halftime, and we continued. We moved the ball all night long.
Yeah.
They had 3 big plays where we broke down, and that's what stung us.
Yeah.
It was just disappointing. Disappointing enough that, I went grocery shopping in Defiance on Saturday because I didn't want to have to explain it to anybody in Walmart or Chief. I felt that bad, and disappointed.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. Fairview is a game that's going to be scheduled now. Have you guys got a long-term plan with those
we're going to
guys
keep
now?
it. And like I said, the official said, Coach, he told both of us that the kids did an excellent job. They knew it was a rival, and they were happy the way the kids played. There wasn't a lot of talking and things. It was just playing football.
Yeah, that's good. Fairview behind us at this point in time. Time to start the conference play. We'll talk about the game with Swanton right after this time out on the Extra Point. All right, we got Swanton. We start the NWAL. Okay, we're not starting the way that you want to. Obviously, it'd be a lot nicer to be where Swanton is at 2-1. But you got to take your lumps where they are, and you got to focus back in, and you get back in to a new season, really, because now you're into the conference play. You can put the 3 non-conference games behind you if you really start to play well.
Well, that's the thing. It's we still make the playoffs. We can still win the league. It's we're 0-0 right now, and that's what we're telling the kids. And the big thing is Swanton isn't the team they were last year. They're still a good team. They're still playing hard. They've got some of the residual confidence and things from 2 9-1 seasons, and they've got Lanazak at running back, who was NWAL player last year, did a great job. So we're going to have to be serious, and we got to focus, but again, we broke down the film. We broke down every offensive play they run. Defenses they run, we know exactly what they do by down and distance and field tendencies. So that's how we're calling the game. And they're sticking to the tendencies Fairview did last week, and most people do. So that's going to help. We just got to execute.
Yeah, that's always the problem. And execute for 4 quarters, too.
Yes.
Because it seems like we do execute play after play after play, breakdown, problem, play after, and we get back to doing things right. But it's tough. And again, I always don't lose track of the fact that we're talking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
And it is high school football.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world. But, I really enjoy winning. But the kids are like, Coach, you weren't even that excited at Woodward. Well, that's what I expect us to do.
Yeah.
But I really hate to lose.
Yeah.
I can't stand to lose. It really drives me nuts. So,
yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Get to come home this week. That's got to help maybe a little bit. You started school again this week.
The routine's been all right. And, like I said, we had a good day Tuesday. Yesterday was all right. And the little misting from Irma hit us, some of those bands, and it wasn't bad, but sometimes that takes the kids out of it. Yeah. But we're finally back in school, so we got a routine that we can go through. And hopefully with the kids not sleeping till 2 a.m., some of them I'm sure did, or 2 p.m., sure some of them did that. They're going to be a little bit more energetic.
Yeah, well, let's hope that's the case. Changes for this week that maybe will help you against Swanton.
Well, we're looking. We've worked a lot of different personnel, and we're making sure that we have people in there that are going to do what we tell them to do.
Yeah.
You've got to execute the game plan. You can't just freelance in a sport like football. If guys just say, well, I'm going to go out and hit somebody on the line. Well, if you don't take your assignment, we miss a block, and it's 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 5. So we've been really working on accountability and things like that, trying to challenge the kids every single day to compete in practice and doing things like, okay, offense, you get 3 plays and get a first down. Okay, defense has 5 up downs. If not, offense has 5 up downs. Okay, we're gonna put something with it. Something's on the line, and we're trying to do that to get it in their minds more.
Yeah. It's an interesting situation. You've seen a couple games so far. Anything change in your mind as far as favorites of the NWAL? Liberty still looks like a big, mean football team, don't they?
Yeah, they're rolling, and they worked over Woodward pretty good the week after we played them. And like I said, they're good. Wasion's 3-0. We'll have them next week. Archibald's, despite the loss the first week or second week, they're doing well.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to have to see how it goes.
Yeah. That's all you can do, man. You take it one game at a time. We start with a win against Swanton, buddy.
Yep.
How's
Get it
that?
back on track.
That's the only way that you can possibly do it. All right, that'll do it for Extra Point this week. Football games coming up next here on BMU Channel 3.